EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. These 2 teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gay's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Go, guys, pull out, pull out. One flip, one flip.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Go, 14.
Wilson will throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Down inside the 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Herbert off of play action. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Locked incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now Wilson. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. An inside give to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On second down and 4, Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To the air again, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 35.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
You ain't doing nothing today.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Zebra. Hey guys, listen.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To throw is Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
He's got them out after a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he's so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Check. 14.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Would it be Frank Cini? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him.
Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you've got to say,